Are you stuck in habits that are preventing you from reaching your true financial potential? Well, you're not alone, and today, we're going to address how you can make a complete turnaround toward prosperity. We will base ourselves on the teachings of Warren Buffett, one of the most successful and respected investors in the world. Although it may seem like Buffett's golden rules are only for financial moguls, I'll show you how his principles can apply to anyone, regardless of your bank balance. Get ready to ditch the 7 habits of poverty that Warren Buffett urges you to avoid as soon as possible. Let us begin. We start with one of the most basic, but crucially important, principles that is often ignored. Habit 1. Never buy things you can't afford. This habit is essential because falling into the trap of spending more than you have can lead to a cycle of debt that is difficult to get out of. Warren Buffett is known for his frugality and pragmatic approach to spending. Despite being one of the richest men in the world, Buffett lives quite modestly compared to his net worth. He believes that if you can't pay cash for something, you probably shouldn't buy it. Buffett has mentioned that avoiding consumer debt is one of the best pieces of advice he can give. Ignoring this advice may result in consequences such as accumulated debts. Buying with money you don't have means owing money to someone else, in addition to interest. Financial stress. Debt is one of the leading causes of money-related stress and anxiety. Lower savings and investment capacity. The money that goes towards paying debts is money that is not being invested for your future. But what strategies can we apply to avoid this habit? Personalized quote. Create and follow a budget that fits your actual income. Make sure your expenses don't exceed your income. Emergency fund. Before spending on luxuries, make sure you have an emergency fund that can cover at least 3 to 6 months of expenses. Evaluate your needs versus wants. Learn to differentiate between what you really need and what you want. Ask yourself if that expense is essential or if it can wait. Use the waiting rule. For significant purchases, implement a 24 to 48-hour wait rule. This will give you time to consider whether the purchase is necessary. This first habit is about living within your means. Now that you know its importance, it's time to implement it and build a solid foundation for your financial freedom. Habit 2. Don't fall into the temptation of discounts. The second habit he advises to avoid is falling into the temptation of discounts and the feeling of scarcity that stores and sellers often create to encourage buying. Although it seems counterintuitive, buying something just because it's on sale can be a financial trap if it's not something you really need. Warren Buffett has been very clear about not getting carried away by market trends or deals that seem too good to be true. He focuses his purchasing and investment decisions on long-term value and utility, not the excitement of the moment or the fear of missing out on a deal. Unnecessary expenses. Buying items just because they are on sale adds expenses that are not necessary and that could compromise your budget. Accumulation of non-essential objects. This can lead to the accumulation of things you don't really need or even want. Diversion of important financial resources. The money spent on these impulse purchases could have been used to invest or save for more meaningful financial goals for you. To avoid this habit, plan your purchases. Make a list of what you need before you go shopping and stick to that list to avoid impulsive purchases. Set a budget for offers. If you like to take advantage of offers, allocate a specific budget for this that does not compromise your other expenses and savings. Investigate the real value of the product. Many times, discounts are not as beneficial as they seem. Research the usual price of the product to make sure you are really getting a good deal. Question the scarcity. Ask yourself if you really need the product now, or if the feeling of scarcity is a sales tactic to pressure you to buy quickly. This habit is about being conscious and deliberate with your purchasing decisions. Buffett teaches that the key to maintaining financial health is not only how you earn your money, but also how you spend it. Avoiding being manipulated by marketing tactics and focusing on what you really need is essential to keeping your finances in order. Habit 3. Not understanding the effect of compound interest. This concept, often called the eighth wonder of the world by investors like Warren Buffett, can be your best ally in building wealth or your worst enemy if you don't fully understand it. Warren Buffett has highlighted on numerous occasions the power of compound interest in long-term wealth accumulation. He began investing at an early age, at age 13, allowing his investments to grow exponentially over the decades. He teaches that patience and reinvesting profits are key to getting the most out of compound interest. By ignoring this habit, we can cause slow financial growth. By not investing or withdrawing profits prematurely, you reduce the potential for exponential growth of your money. High debt costs. If compound interest works against you, as in the case of credit card debt, you can end up paying much more than you originally borrowed. Lost opportunities. Failure to understand and use compound interest can result in missing significant long-term opportunities. Let's look at some strategies to take advantage of compound interest. Start investing early. The sooner you start investing, the more time your money will have to grow. Reinvest your profits. Instead of spending the returns you get from your investments, reinvest them to accelerate the growth of your capital. Avoid debts with high interest rates. Prioritize paying debts, especially those with high interest rates that consume your financial resources quickly. Educate yourself about finances. Learn more about how compound interest works and other financial tools to make informed decisions. As Buffett has shown, small sums of money invested wisely and left to grow over time can result in fortunes. If you're liking the video, I encourage you to leave a like and subscribe so you can continue enjoying more content like this. Let's continue. Habit 4. Lead an ostentatious lifestyle. This habit can be especially harmful because it involves spending disproportionate to income, which can seriously undermine your savings and investment efforts. Warren Buffett is known for his surprisingly modest lifestyle despite being one of the richest men in the world. He lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500 and drives relatively inexpensive vehicles. Buffett emphasizes that accumulating luxury items does not contribute to his happiness or success. Instead, he chooses to spend on things he truly values and that have meaning to him. This habit can lead to financial difficulties. Living a lifestyle that exceeds your means can lead to debt. Insufficient savings. Overspending on luxuries can prevent you from saving enough money for retirement or emergencies. Social pressure and stress. A lavish lifestyle often comes with social pressure to keep up appearances, which can cause stress and anxiety. To avoid falling into these traps, live within your means. Adjust your expenses to your real income, not to the income you want to have. Prioritize what really matters. Spend your money on things that bring you long-term happiness and well-being instead of instant and superficial satisfaction. Set clear financial goals. Having clear goals will help you avoid unnecessary expenses and focus on what you really want to achieve, such as financial independence. Reduce the influence of social networks. Social media can inflate our expectations and desires for luxury goods and unsustainable lifestyles. Limit its influence and use in your daily life. Avoiding the habit of living a lavish lifestyle is crucial to keeping your finances healthy and your long-term goals within reach. True wealth is not measured by the assets you accumulate, but by the ability to live a full life without giving in to the pressures of spending more than necessary. Habit 5. Don't think about the long term. This habit is crucial, since many financial decisions have lasting effects. The lack of a long-term vision can prevent you from achieving sustainable financial growth and stability. Warren Buffett is a strong advocate of long-term investing. He believes in buying and holding stocks of companies that have strong performance and long-term growth potential, rather than chasing quick, speculative gains. Patience and foresight have been key to his strategy for accumulating wealth over the years. Ignoring this habit can lead to impulsive financial decisions. Without a long-term plan, it is easy to succumb to impulsive decisions that can have negative financial consequences. Also, not thinking about the future can mean not saving enough for retirement, which could lead to an uncertain financial old age. On the other hand, short-termism can cause you to miss out on investment opportunities that could have generated significant returns over time. To take a long-term perspective, set financial goals. Clearly define your financial goals for the next 5, 10, and 20 years. This will help you align your daily actions with your long-term goals. Learn about investment. Educate yourself about different investment vehicles and strategies that encourage growth. Consult with financial professionals. Consider the help of a financial planner or investment advisor who can guide you in creating a financial strategy. Thinking long-term is essential to ensuring a healthy and prosperous financial life. Now that you know these 5 poverty habits you shouldn't stop, let me know in the comments if you have any and what you're going to do to commit to eliminating them. Habit 6. Have a single source of income. One obvious truth that we can all understand is that well-off people have multiple sources of income. People who rely solely on one stream of income tend to live with anxiety, which can lead them to make poor financial decisions. The peace of mind that comes with having multiple sources of income and diversifying investments is essential for mental health. It doesn't mean you should look for a second job right away. It's more about reflecting on what you're passionate about and what makes you happy, and finding ways to earn income from that. For example, if you have writing skills, you could generate additional income by writing blogs or working as a copywriter for companies. If you're computer savvy, you could offer online services by creating websites for startups or individuals looking to develop their online presence. Nowadays, there are many ways to earn income from home. It just takes time to think about it. You can also consider starting a side business, investing in real estate or dividend stocks. The options are varied, and, precisely when you have options, you feel more secure in the event of any unexpected financial setback. For those who enjoy the world of investments, they know that the key to success lies in diversification. In simpler terms, when one investment is not doing well, there are always others that are doing better. Likewise, if you lose your job and need to temporarily resort to your investments, it will be easier if you have previously diversified your sources of income. History shows us that simple ideas have generated big profits with little initial investment. Perhaps to leave poverty behind, it is necessary to start using financial ingenuity. Habit 7. Thinking that money is not important. Downplaying the importance that money deserves is a terrible financial habit. Many people say that money is not important, but instead they spend 8 days working at a job that does not satisfy them to obtain it. Imagine if money was not a concern. Then most people would invest time in training and could dedicate themselves to activities that excite and satisfy them more. Furthermore, if money were plentiful, more individuals would be willing to donate, help family members, or make significant changes in their lives that they currently cannot afford. Therefore, do not say or think that money is not important, because that means not understanding the rules of the game you are playing every day. Imagine that you come home one day and tell your partner, "You really aren't that important to me." Do you think they would still be by your side? Of course not. And the same thing happens with money. It is important to recognize that money acts as a tool for exchanging the time we spend in our lives. Managing and growing our financial resources allows us to clearly define in which areas we invest our time and in which we do not, which profoundly affects our quality of life. And that's it for today's video. Thanks for staying until the end. Which of these tips did you like the most? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more practical financial advice and share it with those who can also benefit. See you next time.